Good evening, friends. I'm Cassandra Joan Butler, and this is Cosmic Connections for Wednesday, June 24th. It is the 24th. Yes, just checking. And we're going to be talking a lot about feelings tonight. Feelings. We're coming up to a quarter moon on Sunday, and that Sunday will help us put our feelings into action. And those feelings going into action will be taking place this Sunday at 4:16 in the morning, and that is our first quarter square at 7 degrees of Libra. So here's your homework. Find where 7 degrees of Libra falls, and that will be the area in your life in which you are redoing, reconnecting, and working hard to perfect it. Big hello to Debbie and Rebecca and Melody and Miss Nora and Miss Elizabeth, and hello Patricia and Rebecca and Donna. Hi, great to be here. Great to see you guys. Joni, hi there. Hey Beth. Hi Robin. So we're going to talk a lot about feelings. Why? Because the moon and the sun were together in the sky this past weekend and ushering in the beautiful solar eclipse in the feeling sign of Cancer. Right, Marianne? Hi, Lisa. Wow, nice to see you, Rosalie. Hello, Diane and Joni and Beth. And hello, Christine. Nice to see you, Joy. So I'm all kind of feelinged up and out, and I'm going to tell you a little story about feelings in just a moment, but so your homework is to find where 7 degrees of Libra is, but you have until tomorrow to set your intentions for that very powerful new moon in 0 point of Cancer. And in astrology, the cardinal signs, Libra, Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn, are the self-starter signs. They start up all of our seasons, right? So hello, summer. What a gorgeous day it was. I know for some it was a little windy here in Western New York, but I really loved the lower temperatures and really enjoyed just the freshness and the feeling of summer. And so wherever we find these 0 cardinals in our personal chart, we're always starting something new. So it's as if this 0 point is asking us to restart something in our charts, something in our nature, something in our energy pattern that can elevate us and begin a fresh new start. But we start with the feelings. Remember last month, all throughout the Gemini cycle, I kept on saying the mantra, words matter, do your research. Be aware of what you're listening to. Be aware of what you're saying. Avoid gossip. So now, in the next 3-4 weeks, we're going to be checking in with our feelings. There you go, Marianne. Thank you for that. Feelings have been hurt. You're trying to process it. Beautiful. Ready to confront it. Feelings are really heavy and intense during the next 3 weeks. It peaks at the full moon. Lots of talk about that full moon lunar eclipse on our nation's birthday next week. Wow, do we have a lot of fireworks that will be going on. In fact, I think one of the news stories I read or heard about is that across the country, there's been a potpourri of fireworks inexplicably all across the country, illegally, of course. There's more and more fireworks being shot off, and maybe that's an anticipation of not having firework displays across many places on the country. I don't know, but the fireworks I'm speaking about is the full moon lunar eclipse on top of the nation's birthday. So much to talk about regarding that. Now, we'll be talking about that in a couple of classes. Tomorrow night is healing with the full moon lunar eclipses and the solar eclipse. And on the 2nd of July, we'll be talking about the full moon on the U.S.'s chart and lots about the U.S. Big hello to Marcia and Angela and Jonelle and Renee. Hi, Jay. Hi, Rachel and Raquel. And Natalie and Karen and Pam, thanks for being here. Marianne and Ariel and Diane. And please share. Hi, Karen, Christine, and Joy, and Rosalie. Why you want to share, and I know many of you share all the time, and I so appreciate that because we're going to be doing our drawing tonight for like we do every Wednesday night, for some reports. Well, there are different reports, and I think we're going to do a feeling report, a compatibility report. You and another person will win a report, an astrological report, and I'll be doing some psychic, mediumistic messages for whomever I select from my basket. And so every time you share, you have another chance to win a message or win a report. And so as I share and you share, it's so very well appreciated. So let's talk about those feelings. So I didn't get a great feeling today. I'll tell you a little story. So many of you know I have a little retreat cottage down in Chautauqua County, and I'm doing some work on it, some construction work. My feelings were hurt because a pipe broke and it got all wet, and I had to get someone to help me. Thank goodness he's a great construction type of guy, so that's good. But in any case, when I was down there, a contact of mine told me a little story which made my stomach go flip-flops and my solar plexus have a very, very bad feeling. And this contact told me that in the little village of Westfield in Chautauqua County just a couple of days ago, there was a group of protesters, and he described them as being young, and they happened to all be Caucasian, all white young people, who were lassoing a statue of Jesus on the front lawn of that little church in Westfield and wanted to tear it down, because apparently there have been not just monuments coming down, but now a lot of churches are being targeted by protesters to have their statuary, and apparently they are stained glass windows to be destroyed, because in some ways these two artistic renditions, whether it be a statue of Jesus or Mary or any of the saints, especially Catholic churches love statues. You know, everyone has their own opinion of statues. I like statues. I love statues. I grew up Catholic, and I still consider myself a universal Catholic, right? Well, anyway, can you imagine a lasso around a statue of Jesus? Well, this contact told me that he and several other people heard about this, because apparently the priest or someone called someone, and then a couple of truckloads of locals in trucks and with shotguns very calmly came out of their vehicles, and the protesters dispatched and left. There was no violence, there was no gunfire, no one came to blows. And I was stunned by this incident. You didn't see it on the news, and you probably won't hear about it, but the person who told this to me is on good authority. I don't think he would make this up. And I thought, wow, that really got my gut. Yeah, I was really having a lot of problems in my feeling body when I'd be hearing about some of the desecration of the national treasures and statuary. And in some ways I could even understand resentments against some of our forefathers and our history, and let's take down some of them. But then there's a fine line, because I was thinking in a very logical way. Countries have a chart, people have a chart, dogs have a chart, we all have charts. And people, countries, and entities evolve. And no country, no person is perfect. And we all have blemishes, and we all have imperfections, and we all have done bad deeds sometime in our lives, right? It's kind of a matter of degree. But I would no more want to desecrate a statue of a nation or a statue in one of my homes. In my mind, a home for me is a church. Than I would want someone to come in and, I don't know, tear up a picture of me when I was 14 years old. Even though I was 14 once, and I wasn't the best 14-year-old in the world, I was a little, I ran a little ragged, let's put it this way. I was a little bit of a wild child. I wasn't the best. But that's my history. And I have a picture of me and my 14-year-old self. I don't know, it got me going, guys. And so that's why I'm sharing this with you, that perhaps our feelings will be hurt regarding our homes in the next 3 weeks. So ask yourself, what does home mean to you? Is home the American Capitol building? Is home a church, a sanctuary? Is a home a beautiful park with beautiful statues? What are your feelings about them being desecrated, vandalized, destroyed? If it feels uncomfortable in your gut, my concern over the next 3 weeks is that I'm not the type to go in a truck with a shotgun to some place that's being desecrated. It's not my style, but we're hearing more and more incidents like that. Regular, everyday people's feelings are being hurt because public property, church property, private property is being looted and destroyed. And people can understand, any person can understand brutality and cruelty connected with a history of racism. Of course, you can't be human. You can't have empathy without understanding that. But an eye for an eye does not swing it in my book. So we are living in very precarious times. We are living in times where our emotions, especially in the next 3 weeks, culminating on the United States of America's birthday, there's going to be a lot of fireworks, friends. And I would caution you to keep your feelings in check. Keep yourself balanced in the next couple of weeks, because we may be seeing more of a pushback against, and maybe even violent, the protests that are more rampant and more rampant. Remember the last full moon lunar eclipse we had? That was on June 5th. That was in the height of the words matter time in Gemini. And of course, we witnessed countless incidents of looting and violence and so forth. And no one can question or argue the right to speak your mind and protest peacefully. That's part of what we treasure in this codified country of ours. But destroying property is abhorrent in my book. And it created a feeling tone with me because I love my churches. When I travel, guess where I go? I go into those big cathedrals. My heart sank when Notre Dame was ashed. And I know that they're recovering Notre Dame now, but I love Notre Dame. I've been there twice in my life. I love cathedrals. I love churches. That's part of my home. So my question to you, what is your home? Is this country your home? Do you feel a kinship with the highest and best of the United States of America? Keeping in mind that there are no countries and no people who are without blemish. So that is the astrological doorway that we wanted to talk about tonight. And I guess I was so incredulous with that story because it's a small little town, small little church. It was a small gathering of protesters, by the way, but nevertheless, no place is exempt from the perpetration of violence and destruction. I'm not sure what you think about that, so feel free to share your opinion right now tonight. We can do more of a dialogue. So, my friends, this is also a very interesting day because Neptune has just gone direct. Neptune is the planet which represents the divine. I call Neptune God's compassionate heart. It went, did I say direct? I meant to say retrograde. So as Neptune goes retrograde, we start reflecting, redoing, reconsidering what is faith? What do we believe in? What do you believe in? Do you believe in a God? Do you believe in a creator? Do you believe in a source other than human, which created this universe? You may or may not. You may question it. And we will be probably questioning it because we have human brains to discern and decide. But with Neptune retrograde, that is what's going to be reflected upon in the next few months. Meanwhile, this week, on Thursday, that's tomorrow, very early, watch your dreams, guys. At 2:48 in the morning, we have Venus going direct. Now, she's been retrograde since May 13th. And with her retrograde in Gemini, we have probably been doing a lot of reconsideration about what we love and how we love, and our finances, and our values. So tomorrow is a very important day for you to download and let go of the love in your life that no longer serves you. Truly. I mean, if you're still reminiscing, and some of us do, I mean, I do too, reminiscing about that first boyfriend, that first girlfriend, that first love, it's a time to make amends and awareness within regarding love issues and also financial issues. So those are two things that are happening this week. And I'm going to go back and say hello to people now, and we're going to talk more astrology in just a moment. Good evening, Jay and Renee and Angela and Jonelle. Hi, Paula. Good evening, Terry and Jody. Hello, Marie and Maria and Hallie. Hi, Deb Morris. Yeah, it is awful. Hey, Jan girl. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Lincoln. Love you all, too. Love you to pieces. I love how she says love you to pieces. So much unrest in the world. Absolutely, Debbie. Hi, Rhonda. Our history, you don't erase the past. You learn from the past. I agree, Marianne. I agree. One of the most horrific events in the 20th century, of course, was the Holocaust. We have a museum to that effect. We need to remember brutality. We need to remember and talk about what the evil can be perpetuated within the human soul. Defacing property doesn't seem to do the same trick. All right? In every single historical epoch that there's ever been an overthrow, people try to erase the preceding culture's history. All the way in Alexandria, right? The burning of the books. We don't want to destroy. We want to evolve. It's a very different thing. History has to be heard. Stop destroying figures. People are getting hurt. It's their own fault. I feel like we're in store for a civil war. Debbie, my dear, it feels like a divide is here. And when I heard that story about regular people coming to the defense of the church and the priest, that gave me chills. And that's happening in repeated places in this country. I'm very concerned about the lunar eclipse on the U.S.'s birthday. And Jean, hello, welcome. Seething anger, triggers being activated. Susan, hello. Hi, Shar. Hi, Patricia. You've been feeling that way for a long time. Yes. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Shar. Hey, Katie girl. Hi, Sai. Thanks for being here. Hi, John. Yep. Yeah, the little towns are no longer immune. That's completely correct, Jody. Yeah. He who does not remember history is bound to repeat it. You know that expression, right, Cindy? Hello there. Hey, Joe. Beth. Hi, Callie, honey. Hi, Debbie. Okay. Okay, good question. All right, Katie has a question. Feel free to ask your astrology questions, too. No, I got a question about a phone this past week because Mercury is retrograde in Cancer. And the question was, should I get a new phone? Because my phone's not working. And in this day and age, I can't do a phone. Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for being here. And I said, no, get the phone. I think what's really retrograde, because not all retrogrades are created equal. This retrograde is in the sign of Cancer, again, which is feelings. So I think the air retrograde Mercuries, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, more about phones and communications. In your case, Katie, you got to do what you have to do. We can't put our face in under the covers during a retrograde period, right? But however, with the retrograde, just double check things. I mean, I was 5 minutes late today because I didn't have the right plug for my microphone, and it was a little bit of a delay, and there have been more delays, and there's an intensity about a Mercury retrograde period, friends. But if you are mindful of it, you'll be just fine. So I always say that Mercury retrograde gives us a time to play catch up. Really play catch up and do all those things that you are leaving go on the sidelines. And so a retrograde is, remember, redo, rethink, reconsider, recalibrate. So we're recalibrating our feelings because it's in the sign of Cancer. We're in the Cancer time frame. And this is the time for us to identify what home is for us. And also what religion or what divine numinous experiences, how and why they mean something to you, because Neptune is retrograde. And then tomorrow we get some answers about love. All right, so if you've been thinking about that old love of yours that you haven't heard from in, I don't know, a year, and he ghosted you, you just didn't hear any, well, maybe you might hear from that person, or maybe you'll have the confidence to give them a call. Who knows? Retrograde time is a time to pause. And earlier today, we even had a void of course moon. So this was just a weird type of energy today. Back to what we're going to be talking about for Sunday. On Sunday, with that first quarter square, the Sabian symbol is a blazing fireplace in a deserted home. A blazing fireplace in a deserted home. Again, there's that word home again. And that evokes kind of a melancholy image, doesn't it? You have a beautiful, welcoming fireplace. It's blazing, it's inviting, but there's nobody home. So you might apply that image to what's going on in this country. You might apply this image to what's going on in our economies. A beautiful restaurant that says it's open, but no one can come in. There's a lot of melancholy and concern about how we are going to bridge, again, on one hand, the COVID crisis, on the other hand, the protest crisis. Did we not say this was going to be a year of transformation? Well, it is. So the best thing we can do, according to our Creator's messages to us from astrology, as the sun becomes closer and closer to a little asteroid called Vesta, Vesta, is light the spiritual fire within yourself. Truly, light a candle, do some meditation, pray, because Vesta represents the way we practice our faith, our spirituality, our beliefs, the way that we singularly connect with our center. This particular Vesta conjunct Sun is a message for us all to find our faith, to explore our faith, to explore our practice. And whatever that practice might be, the practice might be working out every day, right? It doesn't necessarily mean you have to, although I would like to, get back into the yoga. I can't quite do my yoga because my toes are still healing. But in any case, thought it was the year of clarity. All right. Everyone says different things, my dear Rhonda. I always go back to my PowerPoint. It's on YouTube. You can read it now. In fact, it's kind of foretold or predicted or implied all the stuff that we're going through. Cassandra Joan Butler, YouTube, 2020 Year of Transformation. And there's a 50-minute some video on there that maps out everything that's been going on this year and what to expect, especially as we get into the fall. All right, I contracted through Messenger somebody I dated 30 years ago. Weird, isn't that funny? Okay, I love that, Cindy. Yeah, what's 3 decades, Cindy, when Venus is involved, right? I love it. You know, it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. And though nothing can bring back the hour of splendor in the grass, of glory in the flower, we will grieve not for whatever. Oh, sorry, Wordsworth. Whatever remains behind is the eternal something or other. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to impress you with my one quote from Wordsworth that I know, but I messed it up. In other words, when we are dealing with Venus retrograde and it goes direct, we have more peace with the love that's left us. So that happens tomorrow. Okay. Energy spent for nothing. What does that mean? Energy spent for nothing. Loving? Oh, you got ghosted last week? Huh. Put thumbs up there, Cindy. It happens to the best of us. Safe place where you are always accepted and loved. Okay, that's the definition of home. Again, we'll be returning to that home. Home matters. Last month with Gemini, words matter. Home matters for us in the next 3.5 weeks. What's home for you? Is it a church? Any church. It is for me. Okay. So much is going on with Cancer. Hi, Jill. All right. Oh, hi, John. Hey, Shirley Ann. Okay. Yeah, exactly. It's amazing, Robin, right? When you go into those cathedrals, you can almost sense the souls of people connecting and praying. And you know, any sort of words repetitive, repeated over and over, they have magic and power in them. Whether it be a chant in a religion or a mantra in another religion, or the very familiar Christian prayer, Our Father, the hundreds of millions of souls repeating prayers and chants over and over. Very, very, very powerful. Hello there. Okay. No, you, again, I want to emphasize, my dear Kate, you were not crazy to do that while Mercury was retrograde. Not at all. We have to do what we have to do. Absolutely. Alrighty. Okay. I've definitely been reminiscing, says Murdy. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, Patricia. Oh. Wow. I'm so sorry to hear about Bailey's friend. Yeah, Rachel, I understand that. Definition of love does change and evolve. No love connection outside of my connection to spirit. Ultimately, I think that is very, very, very true at this point. And so sending you love too. Renee is sending you love, Patricia. So sorry, honey. Right, my friends, let's do our, I talked about that. Let's talk about a little, okay. Yeah, so much peace at OLV. It's a beautiful place. Beautiful place. Sanctuary. What's your sanctuary? What's your home? What's your home? What's your sanctuary? Homeland. The United States of America is a Cancer country. Canada is also a Cancer country. And so we'll be reflecting on what makes us safe and secure and who home is, what home is in the next couple of weeks. And we'll be able to build a more secure home for ourselves as early as this Sunday. A little itch there, sorry. At the first quarter square. And that takes us into the next week. Hi, Mary Jo. Thanks for being here. So if you are Aries or Aries rising, this energy, Sunday until the following week, until the 4th of July, the emphasis for you, my friends, the emphasis is on, for you, your partner, your significant other, and you'll maybe wanting to find home with your best friend or your significant other. So that's number one. Number two, Taurus, your home or what you want to create safety and security with in the next week has to do with your work and your self-care. All right, your work and your self-care. 6th house. Gemini's home will be connected in the next week with having play, having creativity, and maybe connecting with your inner muse or your inner child and having some fun and some joy. Play, Gemini or Gemini rising. Cancer people or Cancer risers, literally in the next week, with that Sabian symbol of the blazing fire within the deserted home. Look at your home, look at your family, spend time with perhaps decorating or remodeling or sprucing things up for you, Cancer, in the upcoming week. For Leo or Leo rising, speak your mind, take care of your environment, take care of paperwork, spend time in organization for you, Leos. For Virgo or Virgo rising is about your financial abundance. You might be wanting to make more money in some ways, or managing your money in some new ways, or maybe turning a hobby into a new income stream. If you are Libra, focus on you, or Libra rising, because you'll be taking care of the way you appear to others. You might be getting a haircut for the first time in 4 weeks, or 4 months, I should say, or getting new glasses, or taking care of the externals so you can better function in the next upcoming week. For Scorpio or Scorpio rising, you may be very fatigued. You might be very tired. You might be very sensitive. Watch your dreams and make a reflection about what they mean to you. For Sagittarius or Sagittarius rising, the focus is on friends, groups, associations, and freedom in the upcoming week. For Capricorn or Capricorn rising, the focus is on your leadership skills, on taking the lead role in your career, on being promoted, on being recognized for job well done. For Aquarius or Aquarius rising, this energy is focusing on your idea of expansion. Now, expansion can come in so many different variations, right? We can expand by reading, by connecting with other people who are different than us, by getting into discussions, and oftentimes by traveling. Now, travel, of course, is restricted, and at the same time, Aquarius, you may be making some expansive plans in other ways other than travel. For Pisces, it's self-transformation, believing in yourself, believing in your self-worth, believing in your internal psychological spiritual power. That's the keynote for you this upcoming week. Alrighty, let's see what people are having to say. So much going on. Yes, Lisa Maria. Hey, Robin, safe places where you're always accepted and loved. Absolutely. Okay. And love these stories here. Okay. Hi, Rebecca. Yes. Thank you, Angela. What through the radiance which was once so bright, be now forever taken from my sight. Though nothing can bring back the hour of... I love you, Angela. Thank you for sharing that. Hi, Mary Jo. It's a great word, sanctuary. Hey, Nancy. Hello, Arthur. Hello, Barbara. Rodney, hi. I owe you a talk. We're going to discuss what you know what very soon. Maybe tonight, if you're up. Hey, Sister Tina. Already planned for. Oh, right. You're on vacay. Very nice, Jilly. Hi, Raquel. Mr. Logan, hello. You're very welcome for sharing. You're sharing yourself with me, too, and everybody here. Miss Rhonda. Hi, Beth. Hi, Cindy. Sag Rising. Yes, yes. Celebrate. David. Hello. Hello. Amen. Okay. Yes. Thank you, John. All right, friends. I gave you the forecast. I gave you some tidbits about the astrology. Now it's time for me. Oh, really, Angela? That's one of my favorite all-time quotes. I'm very, very touched that you knew it. It's beautiful. Hi, Lindsay. Okay, so this first person that I'm drawing for will receive a feeling report, a compatibility report, right? You're very welcome, Rodney. I have a solution for you, though. Okay. All right. Hi, Marie G. And the winner of the compatibility report is Trisha Ferrara. Trisha. Oh, I love that. I am enough. Trisha, are you in the hood here? Trisha, are you here, dear? I didn't see your name this evening. That doesn't mean that you're not listening, apparently. But Trisha, you're probably on Facebook somewhere. So I will be able to contact you directly. So what I need when we do the compatibility studies, I need your birth information and your person you'd like to compare to. Yay, Brian, my beloved nephew from Chicago. We have an international watching audience. California, Florida, and Chicago. Trisha, so if you're listening, please let me know. And all I need is your other significant person. And now let's just do some psychic work, some good old-fashioned mediumship work, shall we? Okay. Yes. Brian. We love our Brian. Brian, you're coming to see us on the 4th, right? Or fingers crossed. Okay. Dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words be filled with love and light, truth, inspiration, and healing for our highest and best as we align ourselves with the Holy Spirit. Amen. And let's see if this person's here, if she'd like a message. Amy Moreau. Amy Moreau. Amy Moreau, are you here tonight? I didn't see you. So we're going to place you here, going once, going twice. Hi, Michael. Share, 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 guys, so next time you'll get a chance. The more you share this little webcast, the more you will receive a message, not a massage. Still not doing massages. I'm doing messages. Jill O'Hare, you were in the room. Are you still with us, our Jill friend? You'd like a mediumistic message, Jill? I saw you a while ago. Hey, Jill, say hello. Jill O'Hara, are you there? I saw her. Okay. Too bad we can't directly communicate just by vision here. Yes, okay. Would you like a little reading? Yes, okay. I presume that's a yes. All right, Jill. All right, so Jill, as I'm stepping into your energy tonight, I am seeing you making something of a rock garden. Like you're doing some gardening outdoors, and you're placing either rocks or maybe even statuary in a like a rock garden way. Or sometimes those little rocks, they have little sayings on it like hope, faith, etc. And with this image I'm getting for you, it's an expression, it's a saying, it says plant where, or bloom where you are planted, bloom where you are planted. And so Spirit is saying that what you're trying to do in the upcoming months is initiate, perhaps you might judge it to be a smaller scale, but it's not a smaller scale. It's a long-held dream of connecting with others who are like-minded and holistic, and you're doing it on a more modest level, but you are doing it nonetheless. And I see September is a very, very important time for you to activate and ground. And this is kind of a project of connection. You know, I know you've done a lot of connection work in the holistic field in Western New York for years, but this is something different. It's almost like a clearinghouse of information is what I'm getting for you. And but I'm definitely seeing this garden that you're creating with rocks or sayings. It's also a tribute garden, I think, to someone who have passed away, and it feels like it was a father, and that his energy is with you ever still. And what he's doing and saying to you now, that you need to be very firm and adamant with yourself, without judgment, without criticism, that you have a mission, that you need to do something, and you've been hemming and hawing and distracted, like all of us. My goodness, we've been in a pandemic crisis. This takes a huge cognitive overwhelm effect on all of us. But with you, Jill, you're a lot more focused. Just in the past 4 days is what I'm getting for you. Okay? And so I'm not sure if you give me some feedback, you're welcome to do that. Alrighty. All right, Jill, and I leave that message with love and light. And Diane, my dear, we don't meditate in the evening. We just meditate at noon, you know, because we get to sleep at night. One more message. We're doing some messages here. So please share this webinar now or later, and you'll get your name in our handy dandy basket for every time you do it. Oh my gosh, did that make sense to you, sweetie? I feel like I'm doing radio again. I used to do radio, and there's like a 10-second delay. I think that means it rang with you. Okay. I will do radio again sometime. I can actually hear your beautiful voices. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Okay. All right. So this is how you get a message, Rachel. You share this webinar. Then afterwards, I put your name in the basket, and then I pick it. So you share, and then I share. It's just that simple. I'm very Libra, you know. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. The next message. Okay. Christine Rimbeck. Christine Rimbeck, are you here tonight? Christine, I did not see you. I didn't see you tonight. You got to be here to share. Okay, so please do that too, Miss Lisa. Thank you so much. Just share, Lisa and Rachel. I would love that if you would share. I put your name in the basket. So going once, going twice. I did not see Christine tonight. See, you got to be here on Wednesdays. Cindy Teague, I know you're here. At least you were here earlier. See, everyone knows my handwriting. This is not my handwriting. My assistant, my beautiful, lovely, brilliant daughter assistant, she does the block letters. So we've got Cindy. Cindy, am I pronouncing your name right? Teague? Oh, okay. Christine is here. So Christine and Cindy, I'm going to do both of you because, after all, I picked you both. I didn't know you were here. So here we go. First are Christine. Christine, as I'm stepping in with your energy, I'm being very aware of, this is kind of an interesting structure. It's almost as if it's a, like a square shaped gazebo. I'm getting all this lawn stuff tonight. It doesn't matter, but it's a box shape. It's something that you would actually have as a freestanding structure to store things in, outdoors, like cushions on the deck or something like this. Okay, this is what I'm getting from Spirit. You're trying to build a more perfect outdoor place for you and your loved ones. And it's taking time, it's taking materials, it's taking money, and but I'm getting the wood. So this could be a deck, this could be this structure. What I'm getting with this particular structure is that it represents you saying yes to where you're living, because there was some question or some maybes that was coming into your consciousness for 2020. So the idea here is that you want to basically enjoy your space while you're here and not wait to move, but just trying to improve what you have. And as I'm touching in with you also, I'm being very aware of two women coming in, and one is an aunt, one is, it feels like it's a mother actually, Cindy, who are coming in hand, who are reminding you that the old-fashioned meals that they used to feed you with the family, you can modify to make them healthier because you've been on a health kick. They're calling it a health kick, but we call it, maybe in this day and age, just eating right. Does that make sense, Cindy? All right, so experiment with, replacing the butter with plant-based whatever. Yay, okay. All right, hope that makes sense. Okay, good. All right. Thank you. All right. There you go there, Cindy. I hope that works. I'll leave that with God's blessings. Okay, tuning in now here with Christine. Christine, as I'm tuning into you and your name, and I'm looking at your name, and I'm being very, very aware of you getting past a kind of a hurt, an emotional hurt, feeling, a feeling tone here in my chest that someone maybe has slighted you recently and you're not quite sure why. And I just want to place my hand on your heart and say this to you, that self-love comes first and understanding comes second. So sometimes we have to walk away from a circumstance that's been taking too much of our emotional energy. It's almost like you were giving, and then you got blocked. And so it's time for you to kind of put a porous shell on your heart so you're not always expecting something to happen or to be different regarding this particular individual. And you've invested a lot of your good faith and your good love into this relationship, but now it's time just to step back and understand it's, that expression, it's not you, it's them. They're working on their own path and their own self-love. I don't think we can really fill a cup for someone else unless our cup is filled first. Your cup was over full and overfilling theirs, so a little separation might be in order, Christine R. It doesn't feel like it's over, but a little time out is what I'm picking up for you. So you're welcome to give me feedback for that or not. Or you can also PM me. All right. Okay. Let's get some feedback from Jill. I nailed it. Lovely. I've been focused on grateful to start your vacation teaching the nurses. Oh, to focus on a vision, planting seeds, your business. Oh, you're so welcome, Jill O'Hare. Love you too, honey. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Exactly. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. Thank you, Tammy. Well, and thank all of you for being here tonight. I think we liked the 8 o'clock earlier. And then I can, oh, wow, it's almost 9. Heavens, I have a client, believe it or not, in about 15 minutes. So this is my Wednesday. I love seeing you and communicating with you. So the message for this week is identify where home is for you. And please don't let your emotions get too rattled, because what's going on there in the big room, that big room up in the sky, is percolating down here. And no, I don't think we should destroy each other's property, right? I just don't think that's an option. Be aware to, be aware that we may be having a lot of emotionality and upset and perhaps even greater protests. We also have Mars, which is a hair trigger planet, squaring the nodes this upcoming weekend. So, yeah, watch what's going on, but keep it at arm's length, because there's going to be a lot of emotional upset and upheaval in the next couple of weeks. So we need to be very clear on keeping our own emotions in check and finding our own home. Does that make sense? All right. See you on Friday morning if you're able. Please visit my YouTube channel. Please like it if you like it. I have meditations on there with the express purpose to keep ourselves lined up with the God of our understanding. Good night, all. Have a beautiful week, and keep on shining, because we're all stars, like the stars you are. That kind of rhymes. See you soon. Bye now.